What's up, y'all? As you can see behind me, I'm out here at the range again for another day full of jelly testing. Got some fantastic weather out here, so I'm gonna make the most of it today. As you can see by the title, we're running back around to the 9mm again, and we're kind of revisiting something we've already done before with these Ammo Inc. 9mm. I've done the 115 black boxes against their black line, kind of premium line of ammo, and both of those did really well. The black box, the standard stuff, in my opinion, did the best of all of it, to be honest with you. But as usual, got the jelly contraption set up with the chrono, got 2 freshly melted blocks of gel. Now I do have one test already done in here, which is a 22 LR punch test, and I'll be honest with you, that's definitely a spoiler. So if you don't want spoilers on the punch test, you need to go check that video out first. I'll leave a link for it up above so you can check that out. But like I say, what we're doing today is the Ammo Inc. again, the regular black box stuff, both of them, but we're doing the 115 against the 124 this time. I've never tested the 124, so should be pretty interesting. Like I say, I was pretty impressed about the 115. So 115 versus 124, same exact projectiles, jacketed hollow points. As far as what the boxes are claiming, the 115 velocity is claiming 1160. The 124s are claiming 1120. I don't really expect to see either one out of what we're working with here today. And what that is the Taurus GX4 with the 3-inch barrel again. A lot of people seem to like me using these 3-inch barrels because that is a very popular option right now for carrying, is these little short micro 9s with the 3-inch barrels. I'm really curious to see if these 124s perform as well as these 115 did. If so, then the 9mm Ammo Inc. completely, the whole line, are definitely some winners. So let me get y'all set up and let's get started with it. All right, y'all, let's get us some speed as usual on these things. I'm gonna start out with the 115 grainers. I'm gonna do a 3-round average on each of them. I'm gonna just stick with 3 on this one. I've got a bunch of the 115s, but I don't have many 124s, so we ought to be good with 3. Unless something crazy happens, a big spread, then I might add a couple more. But for now, 3-round average on it with the 115s first. Here we go, y'all. $10.80. 11.11 and 11.18, so pretty decent consistency. Let's go check that out. All right, so the 3-round average on the 115 grainers was 1103 feet per second. I'm pretty happy with that. We should see some good performance based on that speed for sure. So let me reset it and let's check out the 124s. All right, y'all, let's check out these 124s. I'm gonna do 3 rounds of these also. Now the box velocity is giving us about a 40 feet per second spread between these two weights, so I'm curious to see if that's gonna be about right, but let's see what we get here, y'all. 982, 970, and 988. So definitely consistent on those also. Let's check that average. All right, so the 3-round average on the 124 grainers was 980 feet per second. And if you remember them 115s, it was 1103. So by my math, that's 123 feet per second difference. So that's about, that's triple what they say the difference is gonna be based on those box velocities. So be interesting to see what happens in the gel. That's a little bit, these 124s are moving kind of slow. So I'm a little sketchy on what might happen with these, but let me get y'all reset up. Y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's double ink jelly time. I'm gonna start out to 115 grainers and see what they give to us. I feel pretty good about these just based on past performance, but let's see if they can repeat themselves. Here we go. All right, look like a good hit. Little further to the middle than I wanted, just because of space, but let's go see what happened with them. All right, y'all, from what I can see down there so far, that's another fantastic performance out of that 115 grain Ammo Inc. That's some really nice stuff, actually. So I've got my doubts about these 124s just based on the speed that we saw out of them. I believe it's going to keep on trucking a little bit further, maybe not expand as much, but I could be wrong. So let's see what we get. I'm gonna try to start threading the needle. This is where things start going south on me as far as going out the bottom of the block and stuff. But I gotta, y'all know me, I'm gonna squeeze every test I can out of these blocks. So let's see what we can do, y'all. Here we go. Yeah, that one definitely went more left than I wanted, but it stayed in the block. Let's go down there and check out what we got. All right, y'all, let's take a look at what we got here. One thing I can say is I'm glad I ain't got no bets placed on anything today, because I've been proven wrong for the second jelly test in a row out here today. So let's look at what we got. The top one was the 115. That's this one right here with the nice, huge, big wound channel. The second one, the 124, that's on the very bottom there. So as you can see on the 115, like I say, really super, super nice wound channel. It did start dumping right much material. There's a little piece of lead there, a couple pieces there, some through here, but kept on trucking still with the really nice wound channel. And it's down here. It looked like it went about an inch, maybe an inch and a half into the second block here, and it's turned around, not completely backwards, but almost backwards down there, and it expanded really well. I can already tell already. The 124, pretty much the same story. Now obviously not as big of a wound channel here, so but still a nice wound channel. Got really nice penetration. It actually barely peeked into that second block and then rebounded back a little bit. So great penetration on that as well, and the expansion on that one looks also really nice expansion on it. As far as penetration on them, the 115, yeah, it actually went out to right at 18 inches, not quite, maybe an eighth shy, about 17 7/8, and rebounded back to right at about 17 inches, and that was the 115. The 124, like I said, it just barely peeked into the second block, maybe an eighth of an inch into the second block, and it looks like it rebounded back to about 15 3/4, so basically 16 inches on the 124 grain. All right, y'all, let's get us a little bit of data on these projectiles here. It's pretty obvious which is which. The 115 here on the right, 124 on the left. As you can see, both of them did expand nicely. There's the 115, there's the 124. Now, like I say, the 115, obviously, just looking at the gel, lost right much material off of it. And you can even tell here the way it's not kind of folded back over the pedals. You can just tell that there's a pretty good bit of material missing. The 124, I don't see anything really in the gel, maybe a speck or two, but looks like it's completely intact. Both of them opened up really nicely though. As far as the weights on them, we'll start with the 115. 106.1, so it definitely lost right much material. Like I say, I can see quite a bit of it in the block there. So that's the 115. On the 124, 124.2 exactly. So yeah, it didn't lose any material whatsoever off that 124. Now, as far as measurements on them, the 115, 0.412, 0.412 there. Here's a larger area here. 0.432, that looks about the biggest expanded area there. So about a 0.42 average, I would say, on the 115. As far as the 124, looking at 0.51, 0.514, and another 0.516. So definitely a pretty good bit more expansion off of this 124. So in my opinion, both of these rounds performed really nicely here. As far as preference, which one I would rather have, I'm typically a 124 kind of guy, so I would probably choose the 124. But that being said, either one of these would definitely do the job. I wouldn't have a problem carrying any one of these rounds. I've been really impressed with this Ammo Inc. 9mm so far. There's like the 38 Special. It didn't perform very well in my opinion. The 45 ACP one is coming up. Y'all have probably already seen that before this, but just in case, I won't give away any spoilers. But as far as the 9mm versions of these Ammo Incs, I've been pretty impressed with these things. I think there's some really nice defensive rounds. All right, y'all, another great jelly test in the books. This one, both of the rounds performed really nice. I had no doubts about the 115s because, like I say, we've seen them before and they did really good on that first test. The 124s, I was a little iffy on after I saw those speeds, but surprisingly, they did very well also. Matter of fact, like I say, if I had to choose one of these, I'd probably choose the 124 just because it does retain that little more weight. It didn't shed any of its mass on the way through. I'm just a 124 kind of guy in general, to be honest with you. But y'all let me know down in the comments, if you had to choose one of these, which one would it be? Now, like I said, I would take either one of these. In my opinion, both of these rounds performed fantastic. They got great penetration, great expansion on both of them, so you really can't ask for a whole lot more out of a defensive round than what we saw here today. But again, y'all leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought about what you saw here today. Do you use these Ammo Inc. rounds? I see them out in the wild all the time. It seems like there's just some of the ones that are around when you can't find anything else. But if y'all did enjoy the the video, like always, make sure you take a second, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload these new videos. That really does help, and I appreciate y'all for that. Those of y'all out there on the social medias, if you want to share my videos, I would greatly appreciate that. I don't personally use them myself, and I wouldn't ask anybody to use them, but if you're out there already in the social media world, hit the share button. If you find something interesting, you think other people would enjoy it, share my videos. That helps also, so I appreciate y'all if y'all want to do that. Check my Amazon storefront affiliate link down in the description. Like I always ask, if you shop through Amazon anyway, that's another way you can help. Hit my link up first. Do your shopping through Amazon like normal from there through the regular site. Don't cost you any extra money, and anything you buy on Amazon after going through that link will get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really appreciate that. Appreciate all my Range Gang members who reached down and hit the join button. That does help, so I thank y'all for that. Like I always say, I appreciate every single person who watches my channel, my videos, who thumbs up, subscribes to the channel, and like I said again, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about these Ammo Inc. rounds. I got the wind all of a sudden trying to blow me away out here, but I think the little fuzzy mic thing is probably taking care of that. Y'all shouldn't be hearing much of that, so I'm gonna try to get plenty more done out here today, so make sure you stay tuned for that. In the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.